Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own memory, feelings, or reality. It's like telling you the sky is green when it's clearly blue, making you feel crazy for trusting your own eyes. That's right, there are these people around who gaslight you. In maybe simpler terms, manipulation, playing around with your feelings and thoughts. But sometimes we self-sabotage. We gaslight ourselves. How do we do this? Basically, by saying something that is not true. You say something, make a comment, an opinion, a statement, but deep down inside you want to say something else. Most of the time, the complete opposite. So this dissonance and mismatch of thoughts, feelings, and your words creates tension in your body. And this tension, if happens too often, remains in your body and manifests itself through different challenges. Not just stress, anger, passive-aggressive behavior, but also physical pain, chest tightness, back pain, shoulder pain, all sorts of aches and pains. So, what are the 5 signs that you can take note of? And what you can do to change it? Firstly, self-soothing gestures like rubbing your neck. Someone were to ask you, "Hey, how was my presentation? How was my performance?" "Oh, it was really great. Really great." Your words say it's great, but your body language says, not that great. This rubbing of your neck, touching your face, are gestures of self-soothing. You are being stressed up by not wanting to hurt the other person's feelings, so you keep the truth and say something that you do not really mean. So in order for you to say those words confidently, you have this automatic self-soothing gesture. That's one. Number 2, clenched fists. For example, you are angry and upset about something. Your friend, your manager, your teacher comes to you and says, "This project is not really up to my expectations. I thought that you could do much better. Could have done much better." "Oh, no problem, Mel. Thank you very much for the feedback." You have your plastic smile, but your fist is slightly clenched. You do not realize that. It's at the side of your body, but fists are clenched. Suppressing the anger, controlling your temper, but it's gonna explode sometime soon. If not, it's gonna keep inside of you and it's gonna manifest in ways that's gonna hurt you. That's number 2. Number 3, look down. The left side, looking down, trying to block out the discomfort of having comfortable eye contact with people or the situation that's making you feel uncomfortable due to your uneasy feeling of speaking the truth in a tactful manner. So, instead of speaking the truth, someone were to ask you, "Hey, Did you like the cookies that I baked for you? Yeah, they were great. Wonderful. Your words are saying nice things, but your body is telling them something else. So that's number 3. Number 4. It's similar to self-soothing, but self-soothing in another way, trying to make yourself smaller because you are afraid of looking too aggressive when you are going to say the real things that you really truly mean. You are afraid that you might come across as extremely aggressive. So before you say those words, there is this self-soothing gesture plus making yourself look a little bit smaller. It can be a very subtle gesture. For example, it does not have to be like a total self-hug. It could be just a light touch around your elbows and just a slight curvature of the spine. That means you slouch a little. That's another gesture. And lastly, all at once, a combination of rubbing of your neck, shifting your eyes downwards to your left, clenching of your fists, self-hugging, slouching, all in one, shows that you're extremely uncomfortable with the entire situation. Your body is telling you, danger, danger, speak the truth. You can do it tactfully and politely. You do not have to keep it inside of you. But no, you want to come across as polite. Maybe you are a people pleaser. So all these gestures are on display. And you might not realize it, but of course people can tell. That's how we get vibes when interacting with others. You might not be a body language specialist, but you are human beings, and we human beings get these gestures. They register in our minds due to our past experiences in interacting with others, and you will get this vibe. That's how sometimes when you converse with someone, you might realize they say all the right words. They might come across as such a polite, perfect person, but as soon as you end the conversation and you go back and you reflect on the conversation, you tell yourself, everything seems a little bit too perfect. Something is not right with this person. Ever get that? Yeah? That's the vibe. You see, the words and their body language do not match. And let me repeat the most important takeaway from this video. The body does not lie. The body does not lie. So when there's conflicting messages from the words and actions, always trust the actions. So remember these 5 actions. So how do you come across as relaxed? Simple. Open palm gesture. Do not slouch. Chin up. Do not leave it on close to your sternum or closer to your the chest area. Just imagine there's a fist there, a small little ball, tennis ball. Palms out to your side. Chin up. You don't have to smile, just your normal demeanor, how you actually feel about the statement or the entire situation. That's it. The part about your open palms and not slouching might need to be practiced over time, because over a period of time, due to our own stresses, we tend to follow this habit, and old habits die hard. So you might need to practice this over a period of time in order for you to get used to the gestures. And this can be easier said than done. So my suggestion would be to just choose one first. Don't try to control too many things at a go. You want to control your eye contact, control that first over a few weeks, few months, years. Once you feel comfortable with that, then you can move on to the other gestures. So do not try to control everything at once. You'll be overwhelmed and end up back to square one where nothing really seems to work out. So remember, open palms, chin up, and just say what you truly mean in your heart. Enjoy the animated video. See you next time.
I nailed the presentation! Neck graze, pacifying behavior, rubbing soothes the vagus nerve. Your body knows the story is wrong. Downward gaze, cognitive overload. Their brain is reconciling a false story. That's the self-gaslighting tell. Shoulder hug, the freeze response. Compressing calms the amygdala. You're hugging yourself to believe a false story. Clenched fist, contained cortisol. Suppressing fight stores adrenaline. You're fighting your own dissonance. Multiple tells fire together. To stop self-gaslight, open posture, hands visible, eyes level. That's true congruence.